Hey guys, MaxLPQueen here, and welcome back to some more Pokemon Y2 Nuzlocke. In the last episode, you guys got the full story and all the history lessons that you needed for what happened in the past that we are now overcoming and moving towards the future. So you know what went on, you know why I wasn't recording, and you know why I'm recording now. So we're all good there. I have some pretty interesting news. I decided off screen to do a little bit of training, and I hope you guys don't hate me for this, but I decided to change up the team just a little bit. I didn't really want to, but I realized the Pokemon that we had were pretty crappy. And the ones that I switched them out for were actually, well, kind of the same, but I like this team a lot better. Minus one Pokemon, which we'll get into in a little bit, but here is the updated team. I hope you don't strike me down right now, but I feel like we've been using the same Pokemon for a long time. This thing has been going on for about 2 years now, and I'm ready to end it, and I'm ready to complete the game. No more time for all these other interruptions or anything happening. I'm ready to get through with this game, and I'm ready to beat it. This will be my first Nuzlocke, I believe. Well, no, I think I did another one, but the first one that I've had since the beginning of my channel. And I want to complete it, and I want to do the best that I can, so in order to do that I need a strong team. And my other team wasn't as strong, in my opinion, and if these end up dying and I have to go use them again, then it will be like no loss whatsoever, so it won't be a big deal. But I wanted to change things up because we have a huge task against us in this episode, actually. We're going to try to get through Victory Road with our new team. I trained everyone up to level 55 because I felt like that was an okay level before we reach the Elite Four and decide what level we want to go to before we take them on. So we have Bayonet here, who is a new addition to the team, who I caught in Victory Road, and I decided to swap out for Chandelure because you obviously know Chandelure couldn't take hits at all, which Bayonet can't either, but it does have a decent special defense. Which I do like because Chandelure couldn't take very much hits at all, but it did live a couple of hits in the previous episode, so I mean, either way you're kind of screwed if you go with a ghost type. They're very frail. So we got Bayonet here, who I taught Shadow Claw and Thunder, and it had Sucker Punch and Embargo and Shadow Ball and Snatch, I believe. So taught it those. Shadow Claw was one-shotting pretty much every Bayonet in there. But since we are pretty slow, I did have to be careful because the other Bayonets went first. Alright, and next we have our Bisharp here, who was our little Pawniard that we had in the PC. I knew I needed some bulk on my team, and that was one thing that I didn't really have with my other team. Granted, I did have it a little bit with Virizion, but if we ran into any fire types or any type of psychic type, we had a lot of disadvantages using Virizion. So I wanted another strong wall, and a steel type is definitely one of those. We also needed a dark type, so I decided, you know what, this will solve all the problems, and I'll have my dark type as well as my steel type for some bulk on the team. It has Night Slash / Metal Claw. It evolved off screen, unfortunately, but I didn't know what level Pawniard evolved, and I went ahead and taught it Brick Break, because we needed a fighting type move on it. And of course, MaxLPQueen, you guys know, has not changed. She is going to represent and stay on the team because bug and flying is one of the major things that we are going to need when we face the Elite Four. So hopefully she will come in handy for us and do some work. And then our newest other member, we have Dugong, who I taught Surf and Ice Beam, and it learned Dive off screen and it evolved from our little seal. And Brian was putting in the work. We had Aqua Jet as well on it, and I would just use Aqua Jet and then get it to half health, and then Brian would do its thing. But as we got higher up in levels, I realized that we needed a strong stab water type move, so I went with Surf, and I'm going to probably teach it Waterfall as well, because if we need Waterfall, we have it. And looking at our special attack versus our physical attack, Waterfall might not be a bad idea to put on this thing. And I taught it Dive, not realizing that it would teach it and make it seem like an HM move. I don't know. I put Dive on it and I went to go get it off, and it wouldn't go off. because it said it was a HM move. So that was unfortunate on my part. So this is probably going to be our HM slave Pokemon, which I didn't want to be, but we are at the end of the game, so I think it's okay. And then we have Virizion, of course, who we kept on the team. I needed a grass type, and I wanted to go with fighting still, because we needed a fighting type, we needed some bulk, and here's our other bulk. And then our last Pokemon is Reuniclus, who evolved from Duosoon. I ended up training it up off screen as well. And I taught it Energy Ball and Shadow Ball. It had Psych Shock, I believe. And I don't want Psy Shock. And it also had, I don't remember. I had another move on it. Future Sight. And I deleted that for Shadow Ball, because if we have Energy Ball, that's a good coverage for water types. And Shadow Ball is good for those who want to try to kill us, like ghost types and stuff like that. So there is the updated team. We spent way too long on that, so we're going to get going, Actually, we're not. Really, I should have done all this off screen. But I am going to actually buy some Hyper Potions. I'm going to get like 20 of these, because we're going to need these. And I'm also going to get some full restores. I'm going to get 13 of them. And I'm going to get some Super Repels as well, because we are going to need these. And I think that's all we're going to do, because we got to get going in this episode. We've already spent way too much time worrying about that stuff, so we're going to go ahead and continue on after we run from this Golurk. And as I was training in here, I was really disappointed, because all I saw was bayonets, and the one secret Pokemon, I guess you would call it, was Golurk that you could find. So I was kind of disappointed, because I would have rather had something in the grass. And I know from coming in here before and previewing this area and playing the game before, I kind of remembered some of it, and I was upset. I was really upset, because ooh, that's gonna hurt me. Wow. Ooh, we're not starting off too good. That's not good at all. Well, I am going to switch out right now. Claydol is going to come out, so I'm going to switch out into Dugong, and I'm just going to go right back and heal up. I'm not going to waste my Hyper Potions or anything like that, because we have a long victory road to go. And I do know, like I said, from previewing this area and stuff and trying to figure out what the best possible route was to get through here, I was not too happy to find out that there was actually grass. And I would rather have had an encounter in the grass. So that's pretty unfortunate for us. So I'm going to go ahead and switch into someone else as we venture out back to the Pokemon Center real quick, because if we run into another Pokemon, I want to be able to escape without losing my bayonet. I didn't work that hard all morning to train these guys just so they could die. And I know by first looks you guys might think this team is pretty weak and we shouldn't be using them, but I wanted to use something different. I'm one of those people who likes to use different Pokemon, and I don't like to use the same ones. I like to push that button all the time though. But I don't know, I felt like this Nuzlocke was kind of easy. I mean, I don't really want to say easy, because it wasn't as easy as I thought it would be. It was actually pretty tough. But we didn't lose very many Pokemon. I mean, we did lose a big amount of them, but it was towards the beginning of the game. And I don't know, I kind of wanted to change and hopefully a better team. I'm not saying we had a terrible team. I was very, very upset that I had the Box Vaporeon, but in order to get the ice type that I needed without having a double water type and electric grass type weakness, I had to box Vaporeon, because we would have ended up boxing Beartic for we would have ended up boxing Beartic for Seal. Oh goodness, forgot about that. You know, Brick Break, wow. But we would have ended up boxing it for them. And I don't know. I didn't want a water type and an ice type, but also another water type on the team, because if somebody comes in with like a grass type or something, we're kind of at a disadvantage. Especially with two water types on our team. And I don't know, we just... I didn't want it to go down like that. I wanted it to be different and exciting, and why did I stay out with you? I'll never know. Let's go into Dugong. Dugong Gong Gong. And I went into Dugong when he was using Grass Knot. That's nice. But we are on par, I guess, with these people. I hate to go back again, but I have to. I realized this is going to be a long trek. We do have a lot of stuff to get through in this episode, and hopefully we can get through a little bit of it before we eventually reach the Elite Four, because then I'll have to do a little bit more training. I'm not sure. I looked up everything ahead of time, and I know sometimes people don't want Let's Players to do that because they like them to be surprised about what happens next, but I've already played Pokemon White 2 and I believe Black 2 a long time ago, and I do believe I already know what's going to happen, so I went ahead and looked everything up because I wanted to stay safe. I wanted to make sure that I had an okay team for the Elite Four, and I know that the Elite Four has level 58s, so do with that what you will, but I don't know, seemed like I would need to, oh, let's switch into Lilligant, why don't you? I'll just use Nuzlocke again. But it just seemed like I wanted to go this route, and I don't even remember what I was talking about. That's pretty terrible whenever you forget what you're talking about mid-sentence. But anyway, we're gonna continue on, and I'm gonna have to get over it and use a Hyper Potion because going back and forth is just gonna keep taking up so much of our time. But I do know we have a rival battle, as well as the Elite Four and the Victory Road. So we have a lot going on. Hopefully we'll get through it all in this episode. If we don't, that's okay. I'm just trying to take it a little slow, but not too slow. I want to get through the game, don't get me wrong. I want to get through the game and I want to finish it so we can move on to our other games that we've kind of put back behind us and decided not to do right now because we're so close to finishing this one. I just wanted to make sure I had the best possible outcome for me. Oh, okay. To be able to finish the game with, and I wanted to make sure that I could finish it because more than likely I wouldn't be able to, and that would be bad. I don't want to not be able to finish the game. Alright, so he's gonna Air Slash me, and I am going to Thunder you because you are part Flying type. Well, you are Flying type. I feel like I'm just talking in circles. I really do. So I'm gonna stop talking about that and just know that I made this decision for myself. So, you know, that's what I decided to do. Alright, so we are going to take out these Pokemon and we're going to go to level 56 on Bisharp. So I'm going to go ahead and, oh my gosh, I wish I would stop pushing that button. I get so confused. I'm going to switch Bisharp around here with everybody else. We got to spread the love on the team a little bit because we're looking okay, but we're still looking a little weak. So I'm going to go Hyper Potion on you, as well as a full restore on you, because you are poisoned. And we are going to continue on. I like the way they did the Victory Road in this game. I'm a lot happier with it than I am the others, because I don't like caves in Victory Road. Cave Victory Roads are not my thing. I don't like getting stuck in caves and having to do all this different stuff. No, doesn't work for me. I'm gonna go with the Shadow Claw because that. Ooh, Psychic! Goodbye! Don't be psychicking my bayonet now. Crobat is next. I'm gonna go into Reuniclus for this, so we can just use our Psychic ability and take out this Crobat. Ooh, he knows X-Scissor. That's something I need to think about with the Elite Four, that they are gonna be probably having some moves that I'm not going to be expecting on their Pokemon, because I didn't think Crobat would get X-Scissor, but apparently it does. Alright, so let's move Bayonet back here to the back and keep everybody else. as we run into a doctor, of course. So I didn't bother healing everybody up because that would just be a waste. As we have a Clefable here. For you, Clefable, I'm gonna go into Bisharp because we do have that Brick Break. Ooh, you're gonna minimize. Really? You don't have to minimize, my friend. And why am I in Bisharp? I'll never know because I could have went out into Virizion. You know what? I think I will. Oh, I didn't even mention it, but I taught Virizion Strength because we needed a Strength Pokemon to get through here. And I could either teach it to Virizion or to Reuniclus, and I decided to go with Virizion because Reuniclus had a good moveset on it and didn't want to change it. I still haven't figured out what the hidden power on it is, but we took on a Piloswine and it was super effective, so it's either going to be like fire type or fighting type or ground type or something. I'm not sure because I kept taking them on and I don't understand. I still didn't know it because then I went to face a what was it, an Amoonguss, and I think it said it wasn't very effective, or a Mainfu, and it said it wasn't very effective. So I was a little confused there, but I don't know. I guess I'll figure it out later, or I won't figure it out at all and I'll be in trouble. Rock Blast, we are lucky that missed because we do have a weakness to rock type moves being ice type as well. Skarmory, here's where I should think a little bit. We're going to Bayonet because I think it is part flying type as well. The problem we have actually on our team is we don't have, ooh, that's gonna hurt. We don't have any type of, oh crap, yeah. Swords Dance Skarmory is definitely not going, we're not gonna live that. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. I spent a lot of time getting Bayonet up there, and I was just talking about how we didn't have a fire type, so Chandelure was obviously haunting me from the PC box. So that means I have to go all the way back to the PC box and pick up Chandelure, because I'm not going to go through this victory road and not have a full team of 6, because I know that we have a rival battle, and if I am one Pokemon off on this rival battle, he's at a complete advantage, so I'm not going to worry about that. But it sucks because I trained Bayonet up so much, and I thought it would be a good Pokemon to add to the team. I really am upset about that. And I even taught it Thunder and all this other stuff. Well, Chandelure, looks like you get your wish. You're coming back to the team. And Bayonet had a short life, and is going to have to go in the death box beside Lunatone, who we lost last episode, I believe it was, or the episode before that. Man, I hate when I do all this training for nothing. It really does get on my own nerves. I'm gonna go ahead and take these items off of Beartick and Vaporeon though, because I didn't put any items on our other Pokemon, and I think we should do that as well. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give the Rocky Helmet to, I'm gonna give it to Bisharp, and I'm gonna give the Twisted Spoon to Reuniclus, and I'm gonna give the, what was I gonna give to you? I was gonna give you the, thing that does water type. No, let's do the Splash Plate. I'm gonna give that to Dugong. And there we go. Looking good. I'm sorry I'm taking so much time out, and I'm not able to cut these out for you guys. Unfortunately, with the new stuff that I'm using, I won't be able to cut anything out and put it back together, because if I do, the audio will get all messed up, because I'm having to do something a little bit different than I'm used to. You know what, just go ahead and heal me just in case I forgot. And I believe we have to put Chandelure out in front, actually. So let's put you out in front, and you there, and oop, you there, and you there, and there we go. Now we can continue on. I hate those veterans, I really do. I don't like the veteran type trainers because they always have strong Pokemon. Oh crap, I didn't mean to do a double battle. I have a feeling this is going to be a lot harder as a double battle than it would a single. Okay, Heatmore and Durant, who hate each other, so that's odd to pair them together. But MaxLPQueen is going to switch out of here right quick because we don't want to be hit with a move that would hurt us, as Durant is going to go down to the flame thingy. Oh wow, now you're trying to take out my Chandelure. That's awesome. So we're going to heal up Chandelure. Actually, we're going to Flame Burst you and heal you up for Dugong's turn because I don't want that Ferrothorn to get off a hit on us at all. If it was to use one of its fire type moves, or not fire type, grass type moves, we'd probably lose our Dugong there. So now we're going to flame. No, we're not going to flame this. We're going to Shadow Ball, Heatmore, and Surf. Ooh, no. Brine, Heatmore. Bug Bite? Really? And that's going to take you down to 0 because Brine does more damage when you're under half. And we have Galvantula next, who I'm going to Flame Burst, and I'm going to switch out Dugong into Virizion because I don't want us to take a electric type move. And he went right for an electric type move. So it's a good thing that we switched out when we did. You know what, Chandelure? I'm sorry that I ended up trading you off for Bayonet. I feel sorry about it now. I feel bad because you're putting in work now. You're just trying to spite me because I decided to put you in the box. Alright, Dugong is going to go down here. And I'm not going to waste a Hyper Potion. I'm going to go right back over to the doctor. And he's going to heal me up one more time. And I think we are going to get close to the Elite Four entrance. I'm not too sure if I remember correctly which way to go. I know one way doesn't lead to anything at all, which I believe is this way. But I want to make sure that I get the items just in case I'm missing something. So we're going to continue on, and I believe we're going to go up this time because I don't think there's anything down there. And we are going to go here and go this way. Another trainer. I don't want to take too long in here because I do think I have a idea of where we will need to go. I'm pretty sure on where we need to go. Oh, what am I doing? I'm so stupid. Why would I switch into you? I don't know what I was thinking. Magmar on the field and switch into Virizion. What a stupid thing to do. Alright, I think I'm actually going to teach Dugong Waterfall. Even though I don't think it needs it. Nah, maybe not. I don't know. Brine has come in handy for me so often. I really don't want to get rid of it. But Waterfall is a physical move. And I would rather have a physical move on us. I don't know, once we get to the Pokemon League area, I think I will go ahead and just decide to do extra training and all that stuff, and that way I can, ooh, this is where I can use Dugong. That way I can go back and take Dive off of Dugong and put Waterfall on it instead of Dive, because if I'm gonna have an HM move, I'd rather it be Dive. I mean, not Dive, Waterfall, than Dive. Electros. Here you go again. I'm going to you. Because I would rather have a physical water type move that's better. Let's try this. Oh yeah, I forgot you know Crunch. Dang it. I'm gonna expect you to use Crunch again. There we go. Whoa, that did a lot. I'm gonna go to Virizion. I know he has Flamethrower. but that's not gonna hurt us. It's gonna hurt him, and I'm gonna go for a Giga Drain because I'll get some HP back. Yeah, there's the flamethrower. And we do outspeed, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that risk there. Whew, this is making me sweaty. Now, should I go heal? I'm gonna use the full heal, and I'm just gonna use hyper potions. Because I don't want to go back to that doctor. I know you guys are sick of me going back and forth, so I'm gonna go ahead and just heal up like this, and I think we're gonna finish off soon. I just want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything or anything else like that, and I want to make sure I'm getting all through the right places, going the right way, and doing the right things. Can you fight me, please? Thank you. Because we have been going for a good 30 minutes now, and I usually try to keep my episodes 30 minutes or less. The will-o-wisp you. So that Hex will do double damage. Now, the reason I'm keeping Chandelure out instead of switching it back is because you know it needs all the help it can get. Look, you can endure all you want, but you're burned, so you're eventually gonna die anyway. You know what? MaxLPQueen could use some time on the screen, and she's about to level up to level 56 anyway. And I don't think he can really do anything to me unless he has Rock Tomb, so... Quit using Endure, seriously? You're not gonna get anywhere with that, my friend. You're not gonna get anywhere. I'm just gonna keep hitting you with super effective moves. And eventually Endure is gonna not work like it just did. Alright, thank you, Battle Girl, but I'm going to switch out now and put Virizion up here. Chandelure will be right here at the front as usual. And Reuniclus, you're gonna go back to the back, my friend. We got a female heavy team right now, and I'm okay with it. And that's good enough. Alright. Where are we? Okay. Don't know where we are, but I think we're close. We're getting really close. And you have Flame Charge, which I know. But I think we can live another one. We're good. And you didn't even go for Flame Charge. Oh, you stopped me to get the flinch, and then went for Flame Charge. That's pretty smart, Zep Striker. That's pretty smart. Stun me, huh? I know these things carry some strong moves on them, so we're gonna go with Dugong and heal up our Virizion. So let me get me a Hyper Potion here, because I don't want to send in Virizion on a Psyshock. I'm just gonna go for a Surf. I don't think this thing can do much damage to me. And I am risking the crit with the heal spamming, but I would rather be safe than sorry. And you know what? Just to avoid another Psyshock, I'm gonna dive. And let's see. One more Hyper Potion. Is there actually anything that I can really go into right now? I don't think there is. I'm gonna do a Surf. And then I can use Brine once I heal up one more time. Sorry, Dugong, I am risking you very much right now, and I'm very apologetic for that, but I don't want to send in Virizion because he knows Psyshock, and with us being part fighting type, I don't think we're going to outspeed his army. Sock. Let's go into MaxLPQueen then. And let's go ahead and Air Slash. Ooh, you get a bulk up, huh? Well, at least you're not using Endure. Brick Break is going to do nothing to me. You should know that. There we go. Oh, and one more trainer. I think we're almost to leave 4, so after we do this trainer, we will probably end off the episode because we've gone on for way too long. Send in Chandelure here on the Ice-type Beartic. Why are you doing this to me? I didn't mean to box you. But you just can't take hits, as you can see. Go lurk, go lurk, go lurk, go lurk. Well, since Dugong is a little under the weather, we'll go into Brazion. An energy ball up. One more time. And take out the Golurk. Good game, buddy. And we go to level 56. Throw, no! MaxLPQueen, you know what to do? No, I am kind of risking it. Yeah, I am risking a lot. I should not have MaxLPQueen in here. I'm gonna switch to Reuniclus on that one. Because I do know that they can carry Rock Tomb. I should have expected them to carry Rock Slide, so why on earth would I ever go into MaxLPQueen? Alright, we defeated him. And I think we have a pretty close guess as we're almost to the Pokemon League, and we have a rival battle coming up. I believe it's about right there, so we are going to actually end the episode off here. That way I can go back and heal up my Pokemon and come back up here, and we can be ready in the next episode to take on Hugh. Hopefully we're prepared and we're ready for him, and hopefully we won't die a tragic death, but I'm gonna hold out hope that our new team is gonna be good and it's gonna work for us. So I'm gonna see you guys in the next episode of our Pokemon White 2 Nuzlocke, as we are almost finished. We're rounding the corner to victory. That was so lame. I don't know why I just said that. I'll see you guys in the next episode.